reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 17, verses 7 to 10. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Suppose one of you has a servant who comes in from plowing the field or tending the sheep. Would you take his coat, set the table, and say, "Sit down and eat"? Wouldn't you be more likely to say, "Prepare dinner, change your clothes, and wait at table for me until I have finished my coffee, then go to the kitchen and have your supper"? Does the servant get special thanks for doing what's expected of him? It's the same with you. When you have done everything expected of you, be matter of fact and say, "The work is done. What we are told to do, we did." The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with God, and I am Father Joseph Matthew. Today, on the 11th of November, we reflect on the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 17, verses 7 to 10. And the theme for our reflection today is unprofitable servants. Today's Gospel might seem challenging initially. Jesus instructs his disciples that they should fulfill their duties without seeking recognition or reward for their efforts. We are unworthy servants. We have only done what we ought to have done. But behind these words is a lesson in humility, joy, and true service. First, Jesus reminds us that discipleship is not about multiplying activities, as if busyness alone would save us. What matters is faithfulness, doing what God asks of us, not everything we imagine or desire. Sometimes we tire ourselves with many good things that are not ours to do. True service is to listen, discern, and carry out our proper task with love. Second, Jesus teaches us not to complain or make ourselves victim in the face of duty. Life requires effort, sacrifice, and perseverance. When we embrace our responsibilities with patience, they become a path of grace rather than chains of bitterness. Finally, the gospel calls us to serve with humility. Service is not about recognition or reward, but about love. God reveals himself in the small and ordinary tasks of each day, in the quiet acts of kindness, the hidden sacrifices, the unnoticed gestures of care. To be a disciple is not to seek glory for ourselves, but to serve joyfully for God's glory. Jesus does not diminish our dignity when he calls us unworthy servants. Instead, he invites us to discover the deepest truth that everything we have is gift, and service is our grateful response to God's love. When we serve humbly, we find freedom and peace, for in giving ourselves without seeking reward, we share most fully in the life of Christ.